All right, guys, I want to deep dive, because I'm seeing a lot of awesome questions and I just want to be able to address them, especially in a format in a way that is really good for everyone. So let me just get a Word document up because we are going to have some fun on that. All right, so a lot of people are having questions such as, how do I price my one-on-one? So let's just talk about pricing in general. Number one, I don't care, new coach, coach up leveling. I want you to know your one-on-one price. So whether it's 77 an hour, 97, 150, 200, the price is irrelevant for this discussion. It's relevant for you, but I want you to know your one-on-one price, because this is going to allow you, as you're mapping out your signature business, to know how much a VIP day is. It's also going to give you insight if you're asked to speak at a corporate wellness, or you're asked to do a talk, because you'll know how much you are charging for an hour. And sometimes you will have to make decisions. Maybe in an ideal perfect world, this corporate wellness facility or this yoga studio is paying you a 70-30 split for a workshop. Or maybe they say, you know what, how much would it be for you to come in and teach on this workshop? So it's really great to know what your hourly rate is. And if you think about it, and everything comes back to our calculator, that's why it's really important, guys, know your prices so you can figure out how much money are you putting out each month, how much money do you need to make, without making yourself feel insane. So for example, you might have a corporate wellness and they say to you, well, we'll pay you per person. I found that sometimes people don't come, or sometimes it is a smaller place and they have 15 people coming. You could say, all right, I'm going to charge 150 for the hour. The goal is what? You're giving out a handout so that you get people's emails. So one goal could be to lead them to your one-on-one. You may also be leading them to your network marketing. You may leading them to different places. Remember, anyone can be led to your one-on-one. If they can't afford you, that's when we downsell to a do-it-yourself or a group. And that's why having these different options when you're creating and mapping out your business is really important. Number two is that if you are saying, well, okay, Rach, take me through my whole business. Your one-on-one, you're going to have your single price, or the price for you to do talks. For some of you, your talks are more money. They're $250. But remember, the goal isn't always going high on a price. Think of it for your customer life cycle. Is it sometimes better, especially in the beginning, to get seen and to build authority and to build trust? Trust is the only reason we convert, because you have built trust with that person and they say, wow, I'm really getting a lot of value. So that could be free, that could be online, or that could be offline, like Coach Steph B does. Carrie Adams shows up constantly online because that was her goal, to build an online business. And then you have Sarah Lawrence with a hybrid. She built her one-on-one foundation really strong, nailed down the key messages and the pain points and the problems. So when she did come online, it was a seamless shift. But for many of you, you're struggling to get people to your site or to convert. This is where it's really important for you to think about the whole entire process of your site. Maybe this is for you right now. If you are a coach, just take a step back and really ask yourself if you're nailing that message for your ideal client's problems. So one-on-one, you want to know these different opportunities so that if somebody can't afford you, what is the cost of your do-it-yourself? On average, I would say I see anywhere from like $17 to about $87. And let's just give a little example of that so that I can show you. And this is also, these are just entry points, just like your freebies are entry points. And that's why it's so important to know your ideal client's problems. Your do-it-yourselves are entry points for people who haven't built trust with you yet. So here is her shop and meal plan. This is her low cost shop, but you also see her Eat Slim, her 10-week is $299. Her 90 days to clear skin is $49.99. Her Eat Healthier 28-day eating plan is $24.99. The Real Food Grocery Guide, $21.99. And then you have her one-on-one coaching. So please, guys, when you're thinking about your strategy, it's not just, I'm going to launch this program and everything's going to work great. It's, what is your goal? Is it to bring people to your one-on-one? Is it to host groups? And so you really want to, again, then know what is included in your one-on-one. We see right here, Marie's health coaching session for 1 hour for 50 minutes is $150. So it's really important to know your prices. And you see that Marie's strategy is she has a 15-minute consultation at $50. She has her health coaching. You can also have your free strategy session, or you could make that a 30-minute session in charge. And then you could have a 90-minute intensive. This is what we talk about when you're building out your one-on-one. If you don't recall us talking about the Work With Me page, go into Rockstar Dashboard, go to your main dashboard, go to the Wellness Business course, and then tap on Website 101, where I show you an example of a 3-tier Work With Me. Now, Marie Marlowe is bigger, as you see right here. She is bringing people into her one-on-one, but she is right here with her shop, as we just saw, bringing people into a lot of these low-cost offers. She also has her course. So some of you have materials just like this, and you're trying to figure out how they can really work beautifully together. So this was on her shop page, but she also has this as a main, first click. So we know that's pretty important. Join now for $2.99. Just as a free starter kit, I would suggest putting just join here and then say under, still have questions, download this free starter kit and see an example of what it's like to be in this program. She also has her Clear Acne program. This is exactly what you saw in the shop. So when you think about the cost of a program, the average for a group program is 1/3 of your cost of one-on-one. Doesn't always equate that way. Sarah Wilson, sure, her one-on-one is much more than the number that came out to $187 for her 8-week I Quit Sugar program. There are a lot of different strategies when it comes to pricing. Don't undervalue yourself, but remember, people will come to your higher ticket. JJ is an example from Fearful to Fit, where she was a moderator and she always went in with low-cost trust builders. As she got really super clear, she started doing 6-week masterminds. She ended with a retreat. She started doing 4 retreats a year. Now she's moved into more of VIP weekends. And that is the beauty of you crafting your business so that it can grow exponentially with a proven system to begin with. And when I mean proven, that comes back to your free offers. It comes back to the customer experience. And if you are failing in that conversion time, get people on a one-on-one, do more surveys of people with real high mileage questions to get clear on what they're struggling with, and take the very results and what people say, because you have to hear what they want to know what to create. Any done for you content, anything can be remessaged. For those of you who have a self-esteem bundle, if you're working in hormones, I would, of course, connect that. All you have to do is connect it to your niche, declare the problem, and then the solution is what you're saying, or the download, or the free course, or the webinar. These are your solutions. And so we don't always know where our people are or what format. For some of you, that solution is going to be, as I said, offline in the beginning infancy where you're really drilling down on those free workshops. If you look at a price of a do-it-yourself, and for those of you who are looking not just at, and you could create a membership, but the nice thing is Lisa Consiglio created this membership because she was doing 4 detoxes a year. She still does her detoxes, but she wanted to create community. So what she did is 4 detoxes, and they also get a clean eating kit, and you will see exactly what they get when they enroll, etc. You could do it in this fashion, in this way, or you can also do easily by having one program, let's say at $97. You launch that live. Maybe you have 2 pre-recorded videos to make it super easy. And it also streamlines your, let's say, customer's experience, because they can come right in and get a pre-prep for any program, pre-prep video, a welcome video, a let's get started video. Those videos can be 3 to 5 minutes, guys. It just it gives that nice touch. It also makes somebody feel welcomed. And it also kills many birds with one stone, because it's going to allow you to answer less questions in a forum, or even less questions with clients back and forth. I can't tell you how many times I just created little videos for clients because they would say, well, where do I get a probiotic? How do I skin brush? How do I tongue scrape? These were great videos, and these became evergreen. So you can take a program that you do live, and then right after, close the doors. You can then take the same sales page or duplicate it, so you have a great sales page for the next one. Because remember, this is about rinse and repeat, saving money. So you can duplicate that page and turn it into a do-it-yourself. And that do-it-yourself, if I was doing a 97 for a 14-day, I would make that like 37 or 47 with the videos and really explain and give a little bonus. Because remember, our do-it-yourselves don't sell itself, just like anything on our site. It needs to make sense for a problem. When you do have a do-it-yourself, always think with every product you have out there, every freebie or any webinar or do-it-yourself. If somebody buys that do-it-yourself, what are you leading them to? Are you getting on a one-on-one call? Did they get a welcome letter? Hey, thanks so much. Do you say, I would love to get on the phone and see how I can help you? Or do you allow them to do the do-it-yourself? And then about 10 days in, say, I wanted to just say you're almost done and welcome you and tell you about the different ways to work with me. So you could bring them to a one-on-one, or you could upsell them to the next program. And I think this is the biggest thing of what I really encourage you guys to do is think about for the next 90 days, what is your plan? And then 90 days after that, meaning if you're launching something right now, is it a good idea to go into a longer program, or is it better to save that at a time like January when you have a longer amount of time and you're not crossing over holidays? So it's very important to always think, what is the process? What is the experience, and why are they having that experience? All right, guys, remember, if you're having trouble pricing out your programs, take a step back, do your research. Look at 5 other coaches who are doing what you do. What is their price strategy? Then you can also keep it, really simple and say, I'm only going to focus in the next 90 days in this one area, this one program, so that I don't overwhelm myself. You can also have another program edited so that you just naturally say to people at the end of an experience, hey guys, here is a PayPal link. If you want to sign up and get the early bird price for my program starting in January, this is the next level, the next stage. We're going to dive deeper. If you're ready to dive deeper with me, click here and guarantee your space. And you could give them just a starting, thank you bonus, or you can just give them money off. But there's so many ways to secure people to journey with you, or even from a program, as I used to say, hey, We're having so much fun. Who wants to do another month? I'm going to charge you only $97. And you can give anything. You could give the materials that you have from the membership. You can do one-on-one coaching in there, meaning that you could actually say to people, look, you bought this for $97. I'm going to be doing 15 minutes laser coaching for each person that bought. You can really make some of these things really special without having to do so much work in building a program and building out everything and on Teachable or Practice Better, and just have it flow organically. I always say have a plan. More importantly, know what you need to do on a daily basis to achieve your goal. So be clear. What are your goals? Don't try to do 5 different things. You'll never accomplish one. Think about the one thing that you need to accomplish in the next 90 days. If it's launching, pre-marketing, and the launch strategy, and then even the post-launch. If you're launching your one-on-one, drill down on exactly what are the freebies, what are those signature workshops that you need to have to build authority, to get in that awareness so that you are sharing either online or offline, sharing online daily or offline, meeting people and getting what? Free workshops so that you can get one-on-one clients, get discovery calls, and know your conversion. So with that being said, guys, I hope this was really helpful. Please let me know if there's any questions. All right, talk to you soon, guys. Bye.